All right, we are here at the East Coast Black Age of Comic Book Convention. I'm recording for The Light for Atlantic City Focus, where every week we do our Book of the Week, and also doing a little something for Black Sci-Fi this time around. So I'm here with writer N.D. Jones, who has a number of great and exciting looking books here. I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself and tell us about your series, please.
Thank you. Wonderful introduction. So again, my name is N.D. Jones. I am a USA Today best-selling author of fantasy novels with black characters as friends, lovers, and soulmates. And my latest is my fantasy fiction, Harriet Escape, and in this book I tell the first 40 years of the life of Harriet Tubman. So when you first introduced to her, she is 18 months and you get to grow up with her, get to learn about her family, her missions, how she went from little Araminta Ross to Harriet Tubman.
Would you consider Harriet's Escape fiction, nonfiction, or faction, as we like to call it?
It is definitely historical fantasy fiction. So you get to learn all of the historical pieces about her family, her missions, but you get to do that with dragons, with harpies, with bird shifters and griffins. So that's the wonderful fantasy piece of it. But you'll learn also a lot about Miss Tubman.
So how did you get the idea that you wanted to mash up a historical character like Harriet Tubman with fantasy and dragons and other myth?
Thank you. Well, I'm in education, and I think it's important for books to be really accessible to all types of people. And so sometimes, I used to teach African American history, so I'm thinking, man, what's one of the greatest ways to really encourage our young people to read? They love fantasy. Marvel and DC, they've all proven that. So to me, it just made a lot of logical sense. Take someone, Harriet Tubman, that people already love, put in the fantasy piece. It's a win-win combination. And I've had enough young people to come up to the table who want the book for me to know that that's a great idea.
Can you, I'll be quick because I see you have a customer waiting. Can you give me an idea of some of the fantasy literature or films or TV shows that influenced you or that you enjoy?
I will say this. I started writing when Reginald Hudlin paired Black Panther and Storm together. And I will continue to say that I think Ta-Nehisi Coates wrote a wonderful Black Panther, but also leaning into what it means to be black, into the whole idea of Afrofuturism. And I think that's a huge inspiration there for us to see ourselves in many different forms of media, fantasy just being one of them. And it matters. And you add the cultural piece, again, I think that's a win-win because we like that stuff.
Real important, how can people get in contact with you if they want to find out more about Harriet's Escape, The Fear and the Faith, Dragon, Lore and Love, and all your other great novels and books?
Thank you very much. So I am N.D. Jones, author most places. Literally just type in N.D. Jones. You'll find my website. It's N.D. Jones Paranormal Pleasure because I write paranormal romance, dystopian romance. If you are on Instagram, it is N.D. Jones Author. Same thing on YouTube. It's also on TikTok as well.
Thank you so much.